Fox 45 is following breaking news out of Towson, Baltimore County. Baltimore County police say at least one person is dead, 9 others hurt after a mass shooting at the Johnson Fosbrink Funeral Home. That's on Lock Raven Boulevard, almost straddling the Parkville neighborhood. Police believe this was a targeted incident and there is no threat to the public at this time.
Officials also say a car drove into the home and caught fire into the funeral home. Right around 7:15, multiple victims have also been taken to shock trauma in Baltimore. You can see ambulances arriving.
And White Oak Avenue, that's in the 8500 block of Lock Raven Boulevard. The initial call for service, they spoke of multiple gunshots at that location. Responding officers responded to that location. The first officer that arrived on the scene found a vehicle on its side, alerted the fire department. The fire department came to the scene and basically took care of the victims at the scene and transported them to the hospital. At this time, we have 10 individuals that have been injured. One's deceased. 9 were transported to the hospital. Right now, our homicide and our Criminal Investigations Bureau are investigating this incident, a mass shooting incident. We have multiple persons that are shot.
Baltimore County Fire Department was alerted of a fire in the area of Johnson Funeral Home. Responded to the scene. First chiefs on the scene mitigated the fire. And of course, now we have victims on the scene, and they rendered treatment as appropriate.
They can bring those who perpetrated tonight's act to justice. I will just say that this is an incident that is shocking, particularly for those of us in Baltimore County. These types of incidents are unheard of here, and so it really shocks the conscience. We want our residents to know that we are, as always, fully committed to ensuring that both our fire and police departments have the full support and all the resources that they need from Baltimore County government to ensure that they bring this investigation to conclusion. Obviously, it's very early on.
Yo, what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And they always in Baltimore City, y'all, to talk, not in Baltimore City, but Baltimore County, to expound on a situation that happened yesterday. So last night on my 11 o'clock live, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and check in. We go live every day at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. We talked about a mass shoot that happened in Baltimore County. Now, in yesterday's live, we didn't have a whole lot of details, and today we still don't. But in the clips you get in the beginning, you heard from some of the people that's going to be tasked with investigating this case. And at the time, it was 10 injured. 1 dead. Now, we didn't know if all those people were shot. And originally, I thought because a car crashed and caught fire at a funeral home, I'm thinking that it was a viewing of some sort. You know, some things that happened in that Towson region. And I'm thinking it may be a viewing of some sort because, you know, viewings typically happen in the later part of the day. But come to find out, that's not actually what happened. Because what I was trying to figure out then was, this is an area in Parkville, Towson, where people don't typically congregate. So the window of something of this magnitude happening right there is relatively small. So I couldn't put my finger on what actually happened. You know, how was it that 10 people was injured? A car flipped over. 1 dead in an area of Baltimore County where there's no apartment complexes, there's no townhouses, there's no clubs, you know, so where it can be a whole lot of people, you know, because that's typically where mass shootings happen, at events where people congregate. But come to find out, video got released maybe a few hours ago now, and it painted a picture of exactly what happened. Now look, y'all, this is one of them wild gunfiring situations that's not typical of Baltimore City or county. And I told y'all in that live we did yesterday, yo, this is one of the worst things that can happen to you when you're a criminal. Is when something just spiraled way out of control. And now you got the full force of Baltimore County, probably the feds is involved. Multiple agencies are involved because of the magnitude of the crime. And more than likely, you're going down. And whoever did this Days' number, I would suspect that or expect that these kids was relatively young, because it's not something you see from adults, you know, to move so recklessly. Y'all see what happened in the video. Looked like it was a car chase. I don't know if it was shooting back and forth. To me, it had to have been some type of shooting back and forth for so many people to be injured in two cars. So you got to remember, they got to be children, because grown folks don't ride 4 people deep. Grown folks don't ride 5 people deep. This is a situation there's kids involved. And when kids decide to make grown men decisions, they're going to face grown man consequences. That's the world we living in. Y'all know how I feel about it. But hey, the laws is the laws. And these people that did this probably watching everything, all the news coverage, watching all the videos on it, and they probably shaking in their boots. More than likely, a lot of them probably is in the hospital, because where did everybody get hit from? Like in this video, you don't see a whole bunch of people standing around. You know, the funeral home was closed at the time. So the suspects got to be the people that was actually went to the hospital. So y'all did this brazen crime in which ultimately everybody's going to get caught, because more than likely they got the suspects in the hospital. But when you involve yourself in criminal behavior, you got to take everything that comes with it, whether you young or old. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. Did y'all expect something like this? You know, I think most people probably thought it was a situation between 2 cars, but god damn, the car crashed, catch on fire. You see 2 people got out, ran the car down, then run back to the car. They pull off. Like, man, this is crazy, man. Because I can't see a situation where it was 10 people actually in the car. Like, how the fuck did that happen? What, they had people in the trunk? Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. It's another day, keep it G News, and I'm out.